Hi everyone. This is an overview of our week 3 time together for EDSP 583. So if I go to our modules section and then scroll down past week 2 where we looked at different uses of technology and completed our internet lesson critique and our discussion of our readings, week 3 is actually the best week I think of the class because it gives you a chance to and credit for exploring different technologies that we'll be hopefully incorporating into the lessons that we create. So if I go to the week 3 overview, you'll see that our actions this week are to go through the readings, which in essence are really for you to try out technology tools. You'll have the opportunity to begin our third assignment, which is the Gifted Resources Project, but that will not be due until the end of our class together. And then you'll be spending time responding to your peers' internet lesson critiques. So you've had a chance to do yours, look at how they chose to evaluate lessons, which lessons they chose, and maybe there'll be something in there that you could also use in your own classroom. And then you'll complete a brief self-reflection. So if we take a look at what the readings look like this week, the list is super long. Again, you're trying to find the right tools to work with the student population that you're in charge of. I would suggest that if you are a science or math person in particular, I would take a look at not only using data to improve instruction, but using data with students. There are some wonderful real-world databases that you can use with students to help them better understand statistics or how our world is changing. Lots of things that are collected. If you're going to be teaching data use anyway, you might as well use real stuff instead of made-up data sets. So that's a good option. The Richardson book has specific chapters about tools and how to use them in the classroom. That's a good resource for you to use. I've got some articles about Web 2.0. If you didn't catch on to that last week, the idea is that it's not just that the internet is a library, but it's an interactive space where you can use apps and do things through the net. Okay, so it's a little bit different perspective of how the internet is used. And then a lot of the articles that we have about school uses of technology are old because so many people have integrated it in, but still not everybody's integrating it in a way that lifts the level of learning. So I've got some more recent articles that have to do with school reform, and those are technology related as well. And then at the bottom, I've got a bajillion different tools that are here for you to kind of learn about the tools and decide if any of these make sense to you. I've tried to start to organize them, but you may have noticed that all of our reading pages are now open for you to give input. So you have rights to edit these. So if you find a link that's dead, change it. If you have a better tool that needs to be in here or you want to organize it differently, go in and change it. We're a community of learners, and if everybody interacts in here and makes the resources better, then they will continue to stay current and be a good resource for people who come after you. So that's kind of what we're trying to teach our students to do too. So I figured we should probably model that in class. So these are our readings. If I go back to modules, you'll see for week 3 there is a link to the Gifted Resources Project. And this has changed too. People used to do this independently and they would create their own list of resources. You can still do that, but we're going to work together to create that resource. So if I click here on the extended directions, we've started a shared Google Doc for this, and everybody's just going to enter in at least 10 resources for them. And it should be something about using technology in the classroom that's appropriate for gifted learners, or something specifically about gifted learners. And your audience could be other teachers, your audience could be students, your audience could be parents. So that provides us some opportunity and challenge in terms of how we would organize this list. And again, I think that input from everybody in the classroom will make that a better space. So if we go back to our overview and get an idea of what we're doing this week, you are taking time to explore different tools, and I think you'll find that a valuable assignment because, again, it's hard to get through all those during the school year. You're looking specifically for things that you might choose to use in your own classroom. You may be getting started on, as you find great resources, adding them to the Gifted Resources Project page, and then you want to be commenting on your peers' internet lesson critiques. Thanks very much.